Aquarius.
Hello Aquarius, this is your astrological forecast for December 2015. And this month it is a party in your 11th house for social celebrations and maybe business parties and whatnot, but you're going to be busy, invited here, and there. And this is even before the holidays get started. So you have Saturn, Sun, Mercury, and the new moon in this area for social activities. So some of you might even come to make new friends this month, or also affiliate with people that you've been in touch with, maybe over social medias, and meeting up here, especially on the 11th. You want to keep an extra eye on that date. I'll get back to that though. But we're starting off the month here with Sun and Saturn still conjunct, which they actually were the very last day of November. And so the influence is still with you, and this has to do with you, the Sun being the essence of you, and Saturn wanting to bring some anchor to a specific area that I feel is for you very important. It might be an interaction, it might be a conversation, or an agreement coming in, and in that case it should be good for you, especially because on the 1st we have Mercury, which is communication, with Uranus in a trine. So there might be a surprise event coming in or surfacing here on this day. And Uranus is in your 3rd house for communication, so between the 3rd and the 11th house, well, that is a double whammy thing here as far as being able to express yourself. You're coming out in a very good, very solid way, making a very crystal clear communication. If you're traveling, this should be a good time for you. However, though, we have a little bit of challenge coming up there for the next following 6 or 7 days. This is between the 4th to the 10th. We have Mercury and Jupiter trying to figure out what is fair or not fair. And I see you addressing it, trying to find clarity on where some boundaries go, trying to obtain a little bit more insight. And Jupiter here being in your 8th house might have to do with shared resources or money. Maybe you're talking to the bank, or maybe it has to do with funds being shared between you and your partner. Now, there's a gentle start. It's just an approach to outline a certain situation. Now, if it's heard, understood, validated, well then it will be easier what's coming. If not, then on the 6th, you might readdress this, and now it might just be a little reaction coming, or a sensitivity. And Mars-Pluto, when they square up like that, well, sometimes the energy gets going, if you know what I mean. Mars is fiery, and Pluto can be very eruptive, so that could be you. You might be surprised at the energy coming to the surface here in this manner, or it could be your partner, or whoever else who is or may be involved in this situation. Maybe they will have an eruption. But I see that you're standing your grounds and you're feeling solid in this. The Sun, which is you, is receiving a good angle from Mars, which means that you're very clear, still, you know, very point specific in your situation. So we'll have to see how that goes for you. Pluto being in your 12th house normally lays low. You know, it doesn't really erupt that often for you. But when it does, you might erupt with other things that you've accumulated over time. So you don't want to see that one go off, right? And then Mars being in your 9th house, which has to do with truth, honesty, loyalty, all those things that this area here now, legal stuff, it could be that as well. So you'll just have to see. But on the 10th, I feel that you're going to pull through, find the resolve. Uranus and Mars is then at opposition, and it's going to free up something. So it's all about looking at both ends of the stick to find that balance, both for you and whoever it is that is involved. And then you'll be good. But here comes the rest of the month, which really opens up beautifully on the 11th. Venus, which rules love, and Neptune, which is the higher aspect of love, really romantic love, on the 11th, and also being visited by the new moon on this day. So circle that in on your chart. Great time to go out on a date night. Neptune for you here is in your second house, so you will come to see how this should be something that really will validate where you're at, what you're feeling, and how you're interacting with your significant other. And should you be single, well, don't sit home here today, because this could be the time that you could come to meet somebody. And especially since the new moon is there, that always indicates new beginnings, well, you will start with wind under your wings. So if you thought that the 11th was very romantic, well, on the 17th, when Venus meets up with Pluto here in a beautiful sextile, you will see how the energies are coming together here in more of a deeper, more passionate way, integrating those energies. It's kind of like bringing it down from up above and really integrating them. So this should also be a very nice day, not just for romance, but it also symbolizes money, as Venus is also representative of money, and Pluto, big money. So this might be a day you might receive a bonus check or news about some funds. On the 19th, we have Mercury and Pluto. They are now conjunct. So you're communicating, you're expressing yourself on deeper levels, maybe even sharing some insights that you at other times might be holding close to heart. Pluto being in your 12th house is more subtle, it's behind the veil, so to speak, but you're finding yourself that you could really open up and start sharing some of those things with your significant other. On the 24th, well, we have the holidays here, which is going to be absolutely beautiful this year. Venus is sextiling Jupiter. Venus being love and Jupiter being generous and abundant and joyful and happy-go-lucky, just the great sense of humor and the sense of gratitude and thankfulness bringing together here. For those of you who celebrate Christmas Eve, this is absolutely glorious. On the 25th, on Christmas Day, Mercury is joining the crowd, coming in with a trine here to Jupiter. And so the aspect of the 24th is still active in here. So you have Venus, Mercury, Jupiter. It couldn't be better on a holiday celebration. So the children will be happy, and I feel it's going to be a very generous Christmas giving and sharing presents and so forth. And so do enjoy it. Plus, on this Christmas celebration, we also have the full moon coming in to celebrate with us on the 25th. And so it's going to be a beautiful night sky, especially for those of you up north who have a lot of snow. It will just bring the ambience and the energy into the picture. So on the 29th, though, you're getting ready for 2016, and you're already starting to think about how you want the new year to look. Neptune is going to be inspiring you here, Aquarius. As Neptune is coming in here, sextiling the sun, which is you. And Neptune is that inner little voice, that higher awareness or higher consciousness that is. So you might feel inspired, you might receive some visions, and I'd like you to hang on to it, because why? Some of these inspirations can actually turn into something wonderful that can manifest down the road. So pick that up along the road as you are getting ready to celebrate New Year's Eve. So this is what I have for you here this month, Aquarius. I wish you the best of happy holidays, and I'll see you next month. Bye now.